Now what you're going to need to do for this assignment, now you can see on this demo bit here, Adrian has drawn 4 squares. Now this code won't do this yet because I've deleted what made him do it and we're going to run through that. But we don't want, for a checkers board, we don't want empty squares. We actually want these squares to be filled with colour. Now there are different things we can do, and I'm actually going to show you something new and see if you can apply it. And I want you to practice along with this and see if you can follow this tutorial. And then there's going to be, to get to the higher levels, you're going to have to be able to apply this code so that we have a complete screen filled with these squares. Now, the thing to remember, this is a square, so we can fill it with squares. It's 400 wide by 400 high, with X and Y zeros being exactly where Adrian is right now, right in the middle. Let's start off with by how we get to here. Well, we get to here by using our draw square procedure, which makes Adrian put his pen down, draw a square, and then get to the starting point for the next square. So he's constantly going up in the top right of the square. And to do this, we first of all need to get Adrian back to this point, back to the left of the screen. Pause the video now and see if you can figure out how to get Adrian to get back to the start of the screen and draw 1 square. Hopefully then you have remembered that Adrian can go to, now I'm going to do this first, you may have done something slightly different, and we need him to go to minus 20, minus 200, because he needs to get all the way back to here on the X, and 0 on the Y. And there'll be a problem with this, is we might have done something different. You might have remembered that if you don't want to draw that line. Now it doesn't matter actually, because that line would be drawn on the squares, but for the sakes of accuracy, if he lifts his pen up, he can go back. Then you might have done all this code over again and made him draw a square. Or we could have just entered this here. Now I'm going to copy and paste it. Nothing wrong with that. He draws 1 square. Now pause the video and try and make Adrian draw 8 squares that will go all the way across the screen. There are 2 ways you could do it. There's the long way and there's the short way. Now when I say the long way, you might actually physically be able to type the long way faster, but the short way means less lines of code. So pause the video now and try and make him draw 8 squares across the screen. Okay, the 2 ways you might have made this happen. Three, 4, 5, oops, 6, 7, 8. Or if you started to think, I really need to develop my thinking and problem solving skills, you might have remembered we've got this up here for line in range. But except in this case, we want to do for square in range. 8 squares. Finish the parentheses, put the colon. Now where you might go wrong, either before or after me showing this, is you might forget to close off the parentheses, you might forget the colon, you might have forgot the in, you might not have tabbed in here. Lots of things you could have slightly gone wrong, so just make sure, do a spot the difference and make sure everything you've done is the same here. So now Adrian has drawn those squares. Now we're going to adapt our draw square. And we're going to give it the ability to be told what colour. Okay. Adrian.pen down. So whatever colour is given, Adrian will draw. Let's show you this. He draws a red square. And now pause it. What would I put here and here to allow Adrian to fill these squares red? So there's something here that needs to be put to make him start filling it, something here to make him stop filling it. Feel free to look at the cheat sheet That's what it's there for, so that you can look back and try and figure out what these are, and then the more you program, the more you will, or the less you'll have to look at that cheat sheet. So pause now and think about that. Okay. We need to tell Adrian, not with caps lock on, to fill. True, Adrian, fill the square. False, Adrian. Helps I finish. False. Now we've got all red squares. Now what we need to do is, I'm just going to minimize this because I don't need to see that, because we know that works. We know he draws a square of the color we tell him to draw. I won't minimize it actually, because you might need to keep seeing that. Down here now in my main program, I can make him alternate the color of these using what we looked at in the lesson with the if. So if you didn't fully understand that, let's see if you can understand it now. I need to know which number square we're on. Square 0, square 1, square 2, square 3, square 4, square 5, square 6, square 7, and so on. If it makes it easier for you, that could be square 1. It doesn't matter. Now, for square, this is where we can use the if. If I can't use the word square multiple times, so square count. If square count remainder when it's divided by 2 is equal to 0, draw a red square. Else, draw a square. We'll make it a black square. Let's see if I've got this right. I haven't got it right, because what I'm not doing is every time we've drawn a square, I'm not adding 1 to square count. I'll explain this code now. I've got alternating coloured squares as we go across the screen. Now you might be thinking, what is the point of me just copying this code? I haven't figured anything out for myself. I understand that, but this is also about looking at how problems have been solved before and then trying to solve them and then trying to adapt. This isn't about doing something completely off the top of your head. So what this code here is doing, we're saying, keep track, Adrian, of how many squares you've drawn. At the moment, at the start, it'll be 1 square. This is why I did it 0 initially, because 0 squares. And you see what this does? It'll go alternate. It'll start red instead of black. Adrian, take your pen up. Go to -200, 0. For 8 squares is basically what that's saying. If the number of squares you've drawn divided by 2 has a remainder of 0, draw a red square. If it doesn't have a remainder of 0, draw a black square. So what this is actually in English saying is, on all the even squares, draw a red square. On all the odd squares, draw a black square. 0 counts as even. 1 is an odd number. 2 even. 3 odd. 4 even. 5 odd. 6 even. 7 odd. Because 0 divided by 2 gives you 0 as a remainder. 1 divided by 2 gives you 1, because 2 doesn't go into it. 2 divided by 2 gives you 0 as a remainder, and so on. Your challenge now then, with this code that you've got here, if this position is -200, 0, how do I get Adrian to draw squares that fill all of these spaces? The clue I'll give you, you need to lift up the pen and get him to go a little bit above this one. These are all 50 high and 50 wide, so it needs to be 50 more up the y-axis. 50 more up the y-axis. 50 more of the y-axis. To do down here, 50 less, 50 less, 50 less. So play around and see how you can make Adrian fill this with squares. How you get the different levels depends on how well you use for loops to do that. Some of you might go away and do some research and do it amazingly with only one other line of code. That would be the dream. But you might have to repeat this several times. So see what you can do and then submit it.